Hey there, Virgo. It's Jen here from tarotspirit.net. I just realized something made me count my readings, and I only had 11. And I realized that even though I had checked I did your reading, I did not do your reading. So I apologize. I love Virgos, so I did not mean to skip you. This is a reading. Wow. A reading for September 2018. So what I'm going to do is pull a few cards for this is for career, then for love, then some overall general cards. So your career, you're going to have a change of thinking about your career. It could be, it could be anything, obviously, but I'm feeling like it's a change about kind of in the context of your whole life. Like sort of you'll have a spiritual awakening about work. Um, when the Three of Wands shows up, this is really getting a higher perspective, wanting to look at, where you've been, where you are now, where you're going, and seeing the big picture more and seeing how career is a part of your overall spiritual life and life in general. And you may want to make some adjustments. Your thinking may change a little bit on career. Perhaps you had a certain idea of a career, and that was working at a bank, working at a company, doing, something very traditional. And I'm saying that because we do have the high priest here again. But for me, he is tradition, and all that goes with it. A big organization and structure. But I get the feeling that now you're starting to think like, I don't know if that's right for me anymore. That isn't feeling right. That isn't fulfilling. I want to be part of something bigger, something more creative, and things like that. So you really have to be able to wrap your head around how you've just always been like, you have to get this good job with benefits. And I'm not saying that's not smart. That's what I have. I work at a university with very good benefits because that's important to me. So I'm not saying, but but I do feel like some of you will be leaving that type of situation and doing something more creative. For those of you, though, like me, who will not be leaving that situation, at least anytime soon, it's like you have to bring your spirituality into the workplace. And I'm not talking about, I'm going to bring my cards and whip out my tarot cards and start reading during meetings or anything. But bringing your spiritual practice into the workplace. So there's always one, if not more, difficult person in the workplace. How do you manage that? How can you manage that spiritually? How can you make sure every hour you take 10 deep breaths? I have crystals in my bag. I don't put them out, although I could. You can put a crystal in your pocket or in your bra if you wear a bra. I think crystals are great reminders. So if you have one in your pocket that's for protection or creativity or productivity or whatever you're interested in, that can be a nice reminder to let the negativity go, stay focused, whatever is on your mind. Yeah, balance, temperance is under here. And the Tower. Wow, so for some of you, this is going to be a big, you've been working too hard, too many hours, working for the man and feeling like it's all for naught. Like, yes, of course you get a paycheck, but it's not doing it for you anymore. It's not fulfilling. Some of you may want to leave and start a spiritual business. The Magician says you have the tools to do whatever you want. I mean, you can manifest whatever you want. So really start researching that and making your plan. A few of you, and I don't recommend this, are going to just like walk out, which I really don't recommend. You don't want to burn bridges. Some of you may get fired, and obviously that's going to be very few. It's going to be the best thing that ever happened to you, because you couldn't on your own say, I don't want to do this. I want to become a fill in the blank, whatever works for you. But I didn't know how to do that. So somehow subconsciously you had one foot out the door probably anyway, but it finally sort of forces the situation you felt like you were unable to do yourself, even though you pretty much on some level were probably manifesting that. Okay, so here's the Knight of Swords again in the love section. What else do you have? The Hanged Man. What's this card? Sorry, this might be kind of dark. It's morning. Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. For some of you, this work may have work situation may have, as situations do, crept into other areas of your life and maybe were affecting a relationship. It looks like you just felt you had so much, you were juggling so much, that, again, changing your thinking with this Knight of Swords around, this isn't something that's just going to stay with the work. It's like you're going to have, and we just had all those eclipses, you're going to be like, I need to, like a spiritual awakening is the only thing I can think of. Like something's going to click for you in your brain that hadn't previously clicked. You're going to get something. You're going to, I read, actually listened to it on tape in the car, Eckhart Tolle's A New Earth. I need to listen to that again. I need to do it like every year, if not sooner, because after reading that book, I had a level of peace and calm and acceptance in my life that I had never had before. And I was able to go into a job. I guess she was my boss. She was very difficult, if not abusive. Like she would, I'm not even going to get into it, but it was something else. And after listening to that, I was able to go into work and just be able to stay focused on myself and what I needed to do and things like that. I would highly recommend it. You're hoping and dreaming about someone special in your love life. So I feel like for some of you, they're married, and maybe they're talking to you like that their marriage is not going well. And you're sort of waiting around. I would caution you on this, waiting for him to make a decision. I personally wouldn't wait around for someone. I mean, you never know what's going to happen. Like, just be careful you're not taking yourself off the market for someone who isn't committed to you. Yeah, that's what I want to say. This is, though, someone of your dreams could be coming in again, so make sure you're not unknowingly unavailable because of fear, or you're crushing on someone that's not available, or pining over someone that you're no longer with. Dream big. Dream of something new. Dream of a new person coming in that's beyond your wildest dreams. And again, once you open up to that and change your mindset, the universe will come in and say, oh, okay, I was just waiting for you to really be sure that that's what you wanted. So here are some just overall cards. You have a lot of major arcana. You have the Magician again. So this is just prime time for you guys to start something new. What do you want to start? And the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Things are changing. We have this Three of Swords. So there is a slight element of this spiritual awakening that is going to hurt a little, because you're really going to have to, I think you're going to realize that your stagnation, your feelings of stagnation, or being in a career you're not really happy with, or not having the love life you want, on some level you're going to have to realize it's your fault, your lack of awareness. I don't want to, fault isn't really the word I wanted to use, but you're going to have to, you're going to see something that you're going to have to take responsibility for. And so that can be sort of, tough to swallow, but it's going to be the best thing that ever happened to you. And then it's just like, manifest whatever you want. Ultimate success and victory. Seeing things so clearly. Like, you're going to be like, I feel like I see things clearly for the first time in a long time. And it changes your fortune. Everything. So anything going on right now that seems negative is truly a blessing in disguise. And once you see the wisdom in the situation, and you'll see then that it's all an opportunity to totally transform your life into something new. Relationships shouldn't feel like I'm not saying, yes, of course you have to work very hard in relationships, but it shouldn't feel like you're doing all the work. I guess that's what I want to say. Okay. Oh, I'd forgotten for like half the signs, but since I already forgot you for the reading, let's not forget. And I'm going to do a daily, daily guidance from your angels oracle cards. That one looks like it wants to come out. That's a couple of them. I'm going to take the top one. Wedding. Marriage is the union between let's start over. Marriage is the union of two souls joined in love, mutual respect, and commitment. It signifies a desire to deepen love over time. Your wedding day is a testament to your well-founded faith in love's power. Continually breathe life into that faith and love, dearest one. Yeah, see, I feel like some of the commitments you've made are not turning out and the way you had hoped. And honestly, you don't necessarily truly know how a job or a relationship is going to be until you're really in it, and in it for a while. So I think you have to wrap your head around, we have these two Knight of Swords, your head around a course readjustment, potentially. Some of you may even be thinking about ending your marriage. So yes, do what you can. See if you can change your thinking and how, like I said, with the job, if you're not leaving, you're staying where you are, you need those benefits, you need that steady income to find a way to change your own attitude and control yourself in the situation to make it better. That could be the same thing in a relationship. So it's very difficult to know that timing, to know when to continue to work at it and fight for it and recommit, and when it's just not a workable situation. And you'll just really have to meditate on that and do some soul searching to find out which one it is for you, because it's going to be different for everyone, and only you deep down truly knows what that is. So thank you so much, Virgo, for watching, and I will see you at the next video. Take care.